does the process take? You know, when you first write your script, and then I guess with getting the characters and who you want, and then actually putting on the production, finding the place. How long does that usually take? And of course, promoting it and getting the tickets out.
It's all relative because like the show that I'm doing right now called Pieces is the second show that I wrote, and I produced this in LA several times. So this has been written for years. And so in December, I decided that I was going to put up a show in April, which is considered fast. So it
Wow.
was like December 28th, 29th, I think, when I secured the venue, which is the Riverside Epicenter. So that's considered kind of fast because then you got to cast, you got to build a team, and which was a lot of work for me in Atlanta because I've been doing this in LA for the last 10 years. So I built a whole new crew in Atlanta, new talent, new production side, have a new assistant, new stage manager, production manager, assistant director. Like it was really a lot of work to pull it together in the amount of time that I have. So it's kind of been a whirlwind. I can't believe we are 2 weeks away. But yeah, it's been a whirlwind and a lot of work, but it's the payoff is so epic. It's so amazing. So amazing.
So what made you want to do? I don't want to talk too much about the play, but what made you wanted to, I guess, do this type of? It reminds me of a Lifetime movie. That's what it reminds me. Just from the snippet, like as opposed to like like you got these church shows and like things like that, but like really drama, real life. I'm sure we probably know people in that situation, or you see something nice and you shouldn't be talking to it. So, what made you go in that direction?
For Pieces, I really wanted to be able to tell the story from the perspective of a character that would typically be considered the villain. So I wanted to see if I could tell a story that would make people gravitate to the gray areas. When people hear what the story is about, they automatically think they're going to formulate an opinion, or they automatically formulate an opinion. It's my job as a storyteller to have them sit in those seats and question their own thought process and question their own lives and the lives of people that they know or see and judge. And that's what it's really about. I'm from the Bible Belt. From my biological mother's family, every one of my uncles are pastors. I come from the church world. And I don't come from just the church world. I come from the only thing that I've heard that's close to it is like Kojic, that super tight religious starch. You know what I mean? Just like, you're just like, there's no room for error. And so as I became an adult and started to experience life for myself and realize that there's a whole lot of things that I wasn't exposed to. And I feel like a whole lot of reality that people don't get when you're caught up in a religious world and you're just taught to be by the book. And a lot of people miss things that they really need to be real people, to be real humans, to help them make decisions as the things that we really deal with. Everybody's not walking around crying Jesus and crying holy. We have to deal with real people in a real world and real circumstances. And so, yes, it may make some Christians clutch their pearls. However, it's real. Right. And that's all I ever hope to do is tell the truth. It's an imaginary circumstance, but it is truth in an imaginary circumstance because so many people, and it's not just the main storyline we have. I mean, when I tell you seriously, it is literally for the married, for the single, for the, the LGBT community, there's a little bit of something for everybody in here where people, for men, husbands, fathers, to have a voice and speak their truth, and allow the audience to see a different perspective and a different side of things that they may not have thought of or considered.